This is by far one of the easiest passive income streams you can start today if you're already designing websites for clients. I'm personally close to doubling my take-home income just by using this model that I'm going to share with you today. If you're new here, my name is Ramesh. I'm a product designer for the past 5 years now, and I've launched multiple products including websites for clients worldwide. For the past year now, I've earned more money from selling website templates. If you know me on my X channel, you know that I'm building out my template store, and more recently, Framer components. In this video, I'm going to show you why you should get started on creating website templates if you're already a designer industry. And honestly, I wish I started this sooner. I would have got more money than I do right now. So what exactly is a website template? It's essentially what it's labeled, a pre-made website package for anyone to come in, make edits, and launch their new website. Typically, this works out for businesses or individuals who either don't have the skills to build a website from scratch or not enough capital to invest in a web designer or developer. This is where templates come in, as it's already a website that's been made. So the user just needs to come in, make the changes according to their branding, and launch their new site. It takes much less time compared to a full-scale project, as the functionality and styles has already been created. And all of that comes for a fraction of a price. Now you can argue, why doesn't everyone just go for a website template since it's so much cheaper and rather than investing in something more expensive? But there are a few different reasons why individuals and businesses would rather go for a website made from scratch. First one being is they typically have the money to build something more custom and suitable to them. They have a particular style that they want to achieve, or they don't want to go through the hassle of making the small changes themselves. So they rather just outsource it to someone who could just build it out and launch it for them. This doesn't mean there isn't anyone out there looking for a template. There absolutely is. It's a great alternative rather than spending thousands of dollars, but still want something of high quality for just a few $100 or even less. Now, I want to show you some creators already making great money from this. So good that they've replaced all their client work to selling templates, which is absolutely insane because all the money that they're generating is completely passive. Now, I do want to say this isn't 100% passive. No business model is like that. There is still that initial bulk of work to do to actually create and list a template. After that, it's just a little bit of customer support, and then yeah, you just wake up to new sales coming in. So first, we've got Erica from Big Cat Creative. I actually wonder why she chose that name. Maybe she just likes cats, I guess. But anyways, her focus is on Squarespace template. I'll leave a link to her store in the description below. She's come on a few YouTube videos out there, and if you check them out, you'll see that she's reported to make $1 million from website templates. $1 million. That's absolutely insane. Obviously, she does have a team behind her, and this is one of her main income streams. We're more focused on building a side hustle, but it does show the potential and how amazing this market is. There are so many people buying templates online now. The next creator we have is Hamza. He was previously doing client work, but now has gone to full-time selling Framer website templates. In his recent video, he reported to make over $10,000 in the last month. Again, it's just crazy to think something like templates can generate this much cash. Next up, we have Cedric. He's one of the early creators that got into templates, again, using Framer. And I can't remember exactly how much he's made from it, but I believe it was around $30,000 he reported at one point. Lastly, we have myself. So I've started Framer website templates for the past year now, and I'm really close to doubling my income. Those of you who've been following me on X know that I've recently partnered up with Olia, and so we plan to take the template store to the next level. Make sure to follow me on my X, as I'm sharing my journey as we build out this template store. Those of you who have followed me earlier on have seen how my journey into Framer templates has evolved, and yeah, it's just absolutely incredible really. It's completely changed my life. It's definitely been one of the main factors for me moving out to Dubai. By now, you must be thinking which platform you should use to create these templates, or it's different to what you're currently using. But that's absolutely fine. It doesn't matter if you're using Framer, Squarespace, WordPress, or even any platform out there. The key thing here is that you're not selling the platform, you're selling the template. You are selling the digital product. And so you got to treat this as a digital product business. I really wish I had this mind shift earlier on, because it completely changed the way I conducted business with this model compared to when I was selling web design services. Now, I am biased towards Framer because that is the platform that I chose to use. They do have a good incentive though, and that is the Framer Partner Program. So once you've signed up, anyone who uses your unique ID to sign up to Framer, you earn 50% of their plan. So yeah, that's a pretty good incentive for me. I've made a complete separate video of the different ways you can earn from Framer. So yeah, make sure to check that out if you're interested. So yeah, the point is to not get fixated on the platform you're using. Instead, use the web design and development skills you have to package different business models to sell to businesses other than freelancing web design services. So this is where if you're already a web designer in industry, you have an unfair advantage because you've worked on real client projects. Let's say you worked on a client project, which was a landing page that's been designed and built. Once you delivered that project, you can then convert it into a template to then sell to other customers. Obviously, first check in with your clients if they're happy for you to do this. What I like to do at the start of a project is list out on the term that I can use their website as a template for me to sell. So I would state in the terms that I can use their website to sell as a template, but I would have to remove their branding and copy as well. That's the only condition. So this becomes a really nice loop where you do client projects, you get money from there, then package it up into a template and you get money from there. The other option you have if you don't have client projects is to create the projects from scratch. Maybe find a niche that you're interested in. Just make sure you don't super niche down, otherwise you'll only be selling to a subset of people. Here are some tips you should think about when creating these templates. Honestly, this could be a separate video in itself, and if that's something you're interested in, let me know in the comments below. First tip, don't be generic. We already touched on this earlier on to not super niche down, but at the same time, don't make your template too broad. You want it to speak to a certain audience. So your template could be a portfolio site, a SaaS company, or even e-commerce. The point is to make your template around an industry that you're interested in. And if you use the tip I explained before of using client projects as templates, that's perfect because there was a client willing to spend thousands of dollars investing in a project like this. And I'm sure there are competitors out there, but now they'll get it for a fraction of a price. Next tip, keep it simple. You don't want to make a template that has fancy and complex animations. Got to remember that your customers don't have any experience on Framer. They may not have any knowledge in web design at all. So package a template that's easy for them to come in, make edits, and publish their new website as fast as possible. This last tip I'll give does sort of contradict the last one I gave, and that is to build a damn good looking website. So yes, you don't want to make these fancy complex animations, but at the same time, you don't want a boring interface. Your template should speak for itself. It should captivate your audience attention. It should make them go, wow, that's a really good looking website. I would love for that to be mine. This is all what it comes down to really. It's all about marketing. With web design services, you're marketing yourself. With a digital product, it's slightly different. If you're already quite established as a web designer in industry, you probably have a network of clients that brings you in work. But with templates, it doesn't work the same way. However, you still can use your existing network to market templates. Just reach out to them, say what you're doing, and see if there's anyone they know who'll be interested in a website through one of your templates. Since we are considering this as a side hustle rather than a full-time income, one thing you should definitely do is list your template on marketplaces. Marketplaces are great to feature your new template because there are people who are already actively looking for a template to be used as their website. So they'll land to these stores and automatically see your product. Yes, you will be competing with many other templates on these stores. So this goes back to the tip I mentioned before. Make sure it's really attractive. I believe one of the best marketplaces you should list your template on are the platform-specific stores. So if you made your template using Framer, then you should list it on the Framer marketplace. You use Webflow and list it on the Webflow store. Same with Squarespace, same with WordPress. Yeah, you get the point by now. There'll be companies and individuals searching for these specific web builders like Webflow and Squarespace. So naturally, they'll land on their template store. So it just makes perfect sense for you to list your template on them. There are other marketplaces out there like Creative Market, Lemon Squeezy, and a few others, but I haven't really tried these. I like to rely on my own store. But at the start, the Framer marketplace was great for me of getting those initial sales. There are other methods to market your template, such as setting up a store, using emails, making SEO content, but this could be an entire video in itself. So if you would like to hear more about that, let me know in the comments below. That's it for this video. Make sure to follow me on X, as I'm always posting on how I make templates and, more importantly, how I get more sales. I'll also leave a link in the description to our template store for inspiration. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.